Hello. Jime, Belén, Juli, Ashelen.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine, and you?
Fine.
Very
We
well.
are all a bit sleepy, but
Hello.
we are
I
here.
will turn on my camera in a few minutes.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
No, I was saying that I'm on my phone, so in a few minutes I will turn on my camera so you can see me.
Okay. Great. Well, so shall we tell them how the...
Bueno, Mary, test.
Sorry?
No, go ahead.
Let's wait for Daniela, who's about to come in.
Hello, Dani.
Hi.
And Rocío also. Okay, good morning again. So we were about to explain a little bit about the term exam. It will be uploaded on Thursday, and you'll have enough time to complete it at home. You will have to hand it in on the 2nd of September, Thursday, the 2nd of September. Apparently, PEDGO will not be working, so you can hand it in via email to our email for Didactics, right? You will have the email address there in the instructions as well. And well, of course, you will have the possibility of checking all the theoretical material, and you will have to complete a guide, let's say, of questions when you analyze something that we give you. You will receive, each of you will receive something different via email, and that is what you will have to be working on during all those days, okay? That is more or less what it will be about.
What Mary is telling you about that you are going to receive something different means that each of you will get a different unit to analyze. That is, we are going to give you a unit, and in terms of the questions we are going to give you, you will have to analyze that unit. Mm-hmm. That is, it is something similar to what we do in the final exam for Didactics 1. Putting theory into practice and being able to, from something defined or designed by the author of the book, from one particular activity, you derive X ideas in relation to a particular topic discussed in class, theoretical topic.
And this is similar to what you will have to do when you sit for the final exam of Didactics 2 also.
Also, okay? Yes.
Hello, Ro. So that is all what we can tell you today. Now it is your turn to ask the questions.
Is it going to be similar to the midterms we had for Didactics 1, where we have a unit and we have to analyze a unit and some exercises in terms of the theory? Great.
Yes.
Yes. Do remember to, apart from write the references correctly and quote authors if you need to write the page where you found the exercises you are analyzing, okay? so that we can follow your analysis, okay? The page or the number of the activity, okay?
Mary, do they have a page limit? That is a number of pages?
Now I'll tell you.
Because I don't remember that.
No, I don't remember everything.
I mean, you don't have to write a whole book, right? Not even a chapter. As far as you go to the point and you answer the question properly and you give the necessary explanations, the answers will be enough, right?
So it has to be not more than 3 or 4 pages long. All the same, you will get this in the file, right? Then, well, it is important that you check before you hand in the language, right? Check the language, because the maximum number of serious mistakes we accept or we will accept are 5. And you have to hand in a PDF file format, even when you hand it in via email, okay? But the idea is for us to check it, and then when we upload the results to Pelco, then we can also attach the file so that you can see the corrections, okay? And then, well, of course, that in case 2 or more tests have sections that are equally the same, those tests will be automatically failed, okay? Each of you needs to think of your own analysis, right? And write your own piece of work, okay?
Mary, can we tell them the theoretical concepts that will be included in the test?
Okay.
That was another thing, right?
Yes, we will tell them again. We had already told them before winter holidays, but let's
yes, but
revise
just to remind them.
So from the topics that we have already studied from the syllabus, okay, you will have to be ready to analyze things in terms of all the competencies that we have studied about communicative competence. There is one that we haven't studied yet, that is socio-cultural competence, that we are going to discuss it later. So you can be asked about grammatical competence, discourse competence, strategic competence, social linguistic competence, okay? Then you might need to talk about memory, right? You might need to talk about learning strategies, okay? More in particular. What else? I mean, all the other topics that we have studied, for example, individual learner differences, or motivation, right? Student motivation, teacher motivation. Those things might also help you, right? To, I don't know, notice things in the material more easily, right? What else? Let me check. No, I think that's it.
That's it, I think, yes.
Yes.
Well, you will, yet you will get all the topics to be taken into account for the analysis when Mary uploads the instructions. So that's it. I mean, you will have them there, right?
Check if you have all the theoretical material, maybe download it to your computers just in case Pedco is not working. Okay. All the same, if you need an article or something, you can ask us. Okay.
Bueno, that's it. I mean, do you have any doubts in relation to the theoretical issues? Have you started reading or rereading?
Hopefully.
Yes, I find recorded lessons very useful. So I try to read the material and then try to look for the recorded lesson so that I can understand it fully. But yes.
Okay.
In Videos Un Coma, you can also find the videos that we recorded last year. So maybe you will find different explanations about the same topics, okay? Analia's explanations, mine also, okay? So next week, we are not meeting for lessons, right? We give you the week so that you can finish the term exam. And then we will probably meet the following Tuesday, which is, let me check, the 7th of September, okay?
Okay, I have a question. Are
Yes.
the PowerPoints that you use to check the guides on Petco?
Which guides, Ashe?
Sorry,
The PowerPoints. My internet connection is not working very well, sorry.
For each of the lessons, you mean?
For example, the one that you use for the when we checked learning strategies.
I don't know, but I can check that.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, I don't remember now, but I can do it. Only that for learning strategies or all of them?
I need that one. I don't know the rest.
Okay. Well, if you see that another presentation is missing, you can tell me and we can upload it. Okay?
Thank you. Yes, I will.
Maybe if there is not a video, we can at least upload the presentation. Okay?
well, remember when you give the explanations for whatever question we ask you, remember that the answers should be right to the point, but as clear as possible, so that if somebody who doesn't know the topic can follow you, that means that the answer is more or less okay, right? That is, you should not write a complete chapter in each individual question, but you don't have to answer just because, right? That is, always try to keep a balance and explain whatever you are asked to define or to justify or whatever, try to explain it in your own words, but very clear, right?
Yes, support your explanations, okay? It's not that you only have to write, I don't know, what the relationship between things is, but also say why, okay?
Well, you more or less have the experience of what we do or what we did in Didactics 1, right? So you always have to support with theory. If you are just copying directly from the author's words, remember to quote, remember to follow all those APA guidelines that we need to, right? And try to be clear enough that we can follow your line of thought, right? Then take some time to correct mistakes. You have a whole week to prepare your presentation or your test, yes? So try to leave at least, I don't know, one last day in order to check what you have written down, right? To see whether it is clear enough and so on and so forth. Okay. Well, if there are no questions, we can let you go so that you go on with whatever you have to do in the morning, and we also do the same.
Some of you with the teaching practice, some others who are not here are observing right now.
Bueno, and we are glad you can, or we can, or could do this virtual teaching practice together.
Yes.
Then we, of course,
Wanted
when you all finish, we will meet and we will evaluate the whole experience, which is new for both you and us. But that's another thing. I mean, the teaching practice is another thing.
But are they coming this year or next year?
Sorry?
Are they coming, the teaching practice for the didactics too? Are coming
Yes,
for this?
we will try to have them this year.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, I wanted to say thank you for the opportunity of having 1 week to handling the term test, because it's something that it's quite stressful for all of us to do in 3 hours like we did last year for Didactics 1. So thank you so much for reconsidering that.
No, you're welcome. The thing is, many of you are busy with teaching practice, and some of you, for example, had to observe lessons this week. At the same time, we would have the term test. So we thought it was the best option. And also because of the reasons you said, because it is less stressful.
Okay. Well, people, if there are no questions, in my case, I have to correct Daniela's lesson plans. Danny, when they are ready, I will let you know, right? And if there are no more questions, well, we can call it a day. Good luck with the test. If you have any doubts, well,
I will be on the alert on Thursday when we upload. I will upload it at the time when we start lessons at 10. Okay, and I will be around just in case you have any questions. Okay, we don't need to get connected, but I will be here in the computer. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You
Bye
too.
bye.
Bye.